thank you, Ted, for your kind words and wishes. And I suppose I should just add, I love you too. Thank you for allowing me to marry your Lozzie. And thank you for supporting her and being beside her today and always. I know it means a great deal to her and to me as well that you were there. I'd also like to say thank you from me and my groom's party for sourcing our suits all the way from Thailand. I think you've done a superb job. So thank you, Ted. So my speech today will be very much like a mini skirt. Long enough to cover the essentials, but hopefully short enough to hold your attention. And I suppose I should say at least I'll stop crying. So on behalf of my wife and I, we would like to thank you all for coming and celebrating our special day with us. Without all your love and support, it really wouldn't be the same, so thank you all. Also, thank you for all the wishes and gifts, and thank you to those of you who have travelled. Peggy from Ulverston, Susie all the way from Spain, the Joneses from Falmouth, and also Sharon and Norman from Wales. So thank you for coming today. And a special thank you as well to a gentleman, Rick, for sharing your birthday with us today. So happy birthday, Rick. We're so pleased to have you all join us today. We're very fortunate to have big families and great friends, and we look forward to catching up with you throughout the day. And we truly thank each and every one of you for being here, so thank you all. A big thank you to our parents and their partners. Thank you for all your help and support in the run-up to today, supporting us both emotionally and financially. Without you guys, me and Laura wouldn't be who we are today. So it's credit to you guys that we're who we are. You've always been there for us, and for that we are very grateful. We've got a little something for you, which I'll just pass down the table. You guys. I'll give it to. Open them later at your leisure. I'd also just like to say how gorgeous the ladies look and how well the gents have scrubbed up. A personal thank you from myself to Carol and Ted for welcoming me into your home all the way back in October 2013. Wow. You've made me feel like part of the family from day one, and I'd like to thank you for raising such a beautiful, kind and caring daughter. It doesn't take long in your company to realise where she gets it all from. Both of you have supported us and have given us the best possible start to building a family. It gives me pleasure that as of now I can officially call you Mum and Dad.
I liked Mummy Carol.
I feel a special mention should be made to 3 people who are all here today, and these are our lovely grandparents. And I'd personally like to thank Peggy for providing all the lovely family holidays to Amroth. And so I'd like to propose a toast to parents and to grandparents.
Oh, I think we can drink our own help. Yes. Cheers.
Right, my dad's going to help me on the next bit, just to speed up time, because I do realise that there's a sweepstake for this. So, I can be
No time.
Right, firstly I'd just like to say thank you to my dad for his reading in church earlier. So thank you, Dad.
Don't cut yourself, they throw fish. Sorry.
I'd like to say a special thank you to my new brother-in-laws, Tom and Jamie. Firstly, thank you to Jamie for your lovely reading, and my dad's going to give you something. Not like that.
Jamie. And the winner is...
Lovely. And secondly, thank you both for letting me date your sister. Probably more importantly. I know it wasn't the ideal situation when a ginger walked through the door, but you truly opened your arms to me, and for that I thank you. Right, a big thank you to the gorgeous Bride Squad, I believe it's called now, Bride Squad, of Maddie, Kay. You might want to take two, Dad. Vicky, Vicky and Louise and Emma.
They're down in
Yeah,
far
there
end,
you go.
mate.
Lovely stuff there on the way. Thank you for looking after my wife last night and this morning, and in particular helping her stay calm. Thank you to Louise for doing Laura's makeup, and thank you to Maddie for arranging the hen do. Laura did return safely, albeit with several bruises, and an album of pictures that I've been told I'll never be allowed to see. So I speak for my wife and I, when I say thank you for all you've done, and so I'd like to propose a toast to the bridesmaids. Right then, I wish to thank our gorgeous flower girls, Freya and Sienna. Who I think everyone will agree look absolutely beautiful today.
Thank you.
And I wish to thank their wonderful mum Henny, who has made our lovely wedding cake.
Well done.
Which I don't know about you, but I certainly look forward to eating lots of later on.
Do too.
Also, a big thank you to Yoli for doing Laura's hair and making my bride look even more gorgeous. So I've got you something. Now, I'd like to say thanks to my best man, my brother, and my ushers, Trist, Johnny and James. Firstly, thank you for turning up relatively sober, especially you, Trist. But more importantly, thank you for all your help today and making sure everything has run smoothly, which I think it has.
Yes.
Bruv, thank you for my stag do. Even under the added pressure of new fatherhood to my little nephew Sydney, you were able to provide a marvellous weekend. Albeit with no winners for the groom-to-be, but some great memories were made. One of which will stay with me forever, and that is of a young man's fascination with a certain young lady. Don't worry, hon, it wasn't me. I do believe this young lady has travelled down from Leeds. And I know what happens on a stag do, normally stays on a stag do, but today I'd like to introduce you to somebody who goes by the name of Tristine.
Tristine.
I'll just see if she's ready to come out. Here she comes.
Oi, oi!
So this is Tristine, and
How are you holding her?
Yeah, I know!
sorry. So I'd like to give you to Trist and Tristine.
Bring her back to me.
I know you missed her. Yeah, sorry, Gabe. And I want to see you dance with her later as well. Okay, now, I'll finish off. Now on to my good lady, my gorgeous wife. So here we are, today's the day we've been waiting for. And I'd like to start by saying how stunning you look today.
Yeah.
I've always known it, but more so today, I'm a lucky man. I love you. Since the day we first started talking, when we met in Guildford almost 6 years ago, up to today, we've done a lot together. We've already made so many memories, many of which have been on holidays to all the places that your table names are. But one of the greatest memories for me was the day that we collected the keys to Fox Hills, our first home. I'll never forget that feeling we shared of opening the door together and those following weeks as we made that place ours. Today, a new chapter has begun, and having recently completed purchase on our first house in Knightswood, Woking, I very much look forward to making this a family home with you, and just maybe a little addition.
Yeah.
And no, not a dog.
Hooray!
I'd like to thank you. You've always been beside me and supported me.
Go on, Olive.
And this was very evident a couple of years ago when I changed.
Oh, Chrissy.
We love you.
We do.
Yeah, and this was very evident a couple of years ago when I changed career paths. I wouldn't have ever made that change if I didn't have your support and you behind me pushing on to better things. You've always been understanding and always been there when I've needed just to get things off my chest. But you're the reason I stay positive. And so, I'd just like to finish on something that my dad quoted earlier in the church. Love is patient and kind. Love is not selfish, and love never gives up. And this cannot be truer for yourself. And therefore, I'd like to propose a toast to my new wife, the new Mrs. Oliver.
Mrs. Oliver.
Mrs. Oliver.
Go on, Mrs. Oliver.
Now, with regret, I must pass the soapbox onto my best man, my brother, who, might I add, is known to confuse fact and fantasy, and is renowned for his imagination of the obscene. So, just don't treat it too much.